is the first time I'm going to be using go-kart.
They're not giving you
First time ever time for it.
Oh, you're not on it.
That'd be great. I was thinking about using go-karts. Throw shitty air.
Really smart.
You had a lot of questions.
I got it right here. I did hit start recording already.
Yeah.
Good evening, guys. I have a question for everyone. How many of you guys play sports?
Wait, is this good?
How many of you play sports on grass, like grass sports? Alright. So I'm sure all of you have played on turf before, and I'm here to tell you guys why we should avoid playing on turf and only play on grass fields. First of all, a lot of more injuries happen on turf than they do on regular grass. Turf is more expensive, and all the professionals tend to use real grass more than turf, all the professional teams. So let's start with injuries. According to hss.edu, which is the Hospital for Special Surgery, artificial turf fields increase the risk of sport injuries. Studies have shown that there is a higher incidence of ACL injuries with surfaces that have a higher coefficient of friction. So when you guys are playing on turf, there's that rubber mat under the turf, and it makes your cleats thick, and when you turn quickly, your knee seems to pop out of place and you get ACL injury. Also, when you play on turf and you slide tackle, like I play soccer, so when you slide tackle, you get turf burns, and those are not fun. Those are very painful, even though they don't look that bad, and they could sideline you for a couple of weeks. Also, when it's wet, the turf seems to be more slippery, and that also causes injuries when people hit their head on the turf. The turf is a harder surface than regular grass is. Now let's get to the cost. Cost of turf is greater than the cost of natural grass. Although they say that natural grass needs more maintenance, and over time you pay more for regular grass than turf. Regular grass, you don't have to change it every 8 years. Turf has a 8-year warranty, and after 8 years you have to replace it. So you have to pay $4.75 per square foot to replace the turf. Cost of natural grass, a base is $150,000 plus $2.75 per square foot for the grass. According to fieldturf.com, base preparation for turf costs $320,000 plus $4.75 per square foot for artificial grass. So why does the city and the leagues pay more money for our grass and then it causes more injuries? We shouldn't do that. Now, all professional teams in English Premier League and in all European leagues, soccer leagues, use regular grass. So why do we have to play on turf? Also, most NFL teams use natural grass. The few teams that don't use natural grass are indoor facilities. According to NFL.com, more knee injuries are found to happen on turf fields. And in 2012, the Vikings and the Colts had more knee injuries than any other team in the league. And those two teams are indoor teams and they use turf. Also, there was a game that happened here this past year. It was done in St. Louis on the St. Louis Rams football field. It was a soccer game. And there were 2 ACL tears by professional soccer players, and ever since then they were going to avoid playing soccer games in the U.S. on turf fields, like the Premier League teams that come over. So what have you learned today? We have learned that playing on grass fields is not only healthier, but also is cheaper, and it will last longer. Next time you find yourself playing soccer, football, or whatever sport is that you play on turf or grass, think about what I spoke about today. And make the right choice and play on grass field, guys. I was 12 seconds too short. Gosh.
My baby played in dirt.
Killed you back.